What's up YouTube, it's Louis here bringing you today's critic. What are you telling me, guys? Basically, like, what is even going on with Quant? We met the $90 target. We were anticipating it comes back down to this, just as Bitcoin came down and went through it. Bitcoin's coming back down to this, Quant's going up. What the hell is going on? Now, people are going to keep saying it's decoupling from Bitcoin. I can tell you now it's not, it's just an altcoin season. Let's get that out for you right now, just to prove it. So, where are we now in terms? So now we're even further up. So we were anticipating something like this to happen, just like with Bitcoin, because Bitcoin started heading lower. And as Bitcoin started heading lower, as we are in this alt season, the alts are still gaining on Bitcoin's price. Well, can't say that for all alts, as you can see over here. We're pretty much in red for the day, apart from your little certain Quant over here. But I wouldn't carry on getting too excited, guys, because of course it's getting overextended. And anyway, do you remember I actually said in yesterday's video that yes, we do want it to come, but it could actually have one more push up, because that is where the 200 EMA, that is usually where you get rejected, but you can feel it beforehand, and that is why it makes sense to stop here, because that was also a tech target. This is the target because something's here to stop us, and that makes sense because maybe it's not a specific point, it's an area of resistance all the way back down to this red line. You can see it was this low, so maybe it's from that low there to that tech target, and we drag it forward. So this is sort of the resistance we're at the moment. Of course, if we have another push through, then what you need to do is hold it as support, but I believe that it'd probably be a fake and you come back down. Now, because Bitcoin already went through this, then potentially in the future Quant could do so as well. It's kind of hard to say because Quant is in an alt season and some coins are not. But of course, if we're going to the Bitcoin dominance, you can see that since the 11th of June, well, we're that close, so the 12th of June, you've been heading down for the Bitcoin dominance, meaning that the alts are gaining on Bitcoin's price. Bitcoin is not dominating, the alts are dominating when this is going down. So right here, you have this double bottom, probably not going to pan out, and we continue low. This is obviously what I hope to happen, and if that were to happen, that would basically mean Quant does continue up. But this coming up means Bitcoin is gaining on everything, so it just means that probably all the cryptos are going down. Of course, we don't want that. Because if Bitcoin's taking out this high, then you're most likely going to put a lower low on the Bitcoin chart, potentially. Because if this is the 11th, 12th of June, and we go to Bitcoin and we look at that, it's roughly the date there, or it's a bit before, over here. So the Bitcoin's dominance started going down here, because I think Bitcoin actually continued down for a few more days, while Quant, for example, had already bottomed out on the 13th, while Bitcoin on the 13th did start, actually on the 13th here, start heading down. So while Bitcoin was heading down already in those few days, from the 13th to the 18th, those 5 days, Quant was already going up against Bitcoin, while Bitcoin was, for those final 5 days, was still continuously going down. And then of course Quant started pumping ridiculously. Now I can obviously use the fibs as we did yesterday, and we know that if the golden pocket is the level we don't want to lose, and that's 55, and we got a psychological support just under. So for me personally, it's all about this $50 psychological support. As we said in yesterday's update, there's not much more to say other than obviously to invalidate any further downside to these lower targets down here. We do need to start reclaiming this $83 level. Of course, we're at it right now, but we haven't reclaimed it. We're hitting it as a resistance, so we're just running into it as a ceiling. It's something that you actually needed to do anyway. Once you lost this support, you need to come back to it, and only then. And of course, even if you're bullish, you would understand you don't want it to go like this. Even if you're bullish, it doesn't matter if it fakes out, but even if you're bullish, you know that it needs to come back and make a higher low, and this can come as deep as this green line if it really wants to. If you want to keep a bullish structure, this is as low as you really want to go. Of course, coming back down to here, you're losing this green support, so it's much more likely that you're going to lose that as well and head even lower if you're losing the green support. That's why for me, my focus is the green support, which is $50, and of course, as I just shown you, you can come all the way down to it to even go and have another go at this $83 support to head back up to 150. You can see that would be a massive double bottom, but it can come deeper. Of course, this would be like a heart attack moment if we were to lose this green psychological support and reclaim it. That would be like a heart attack moment, which we know crypto really likes doing. But again, it's hard to say what Quant is going to do next when it's you can say acting alone, but it's because of an altcoin season. It's not because of anything else. It's just in comparison to Bitcoin, it's going up. So it's in an altcoin season, as simple as that, because the Bitcoin dominance is dropping. Then we need to see really what's going on with the Bitcoin dominance. That's going to decide the next move for Quant. That's why we say Bitcoin moves the market. But for the moment, Quant is dominating. We have been saying this since down here. So well done if you're in Quant. I am seeing these larger Twitter accounts trying to talk about Quant, saying I'm going to do a live stream today. We're going to cover Quant. Fuck off. F off. Louis is here to do the Quant videos. We don't need anyone else clouding everyone's judgments, putting absolute nonsense in people's heads, saying today we're 100xing, tomorrow we're 500xing, the next day we're 850xing. Like, it's just so stupid. You just need to find the people that are unbiased, and obviously you need to learn it sort of first to realize who is unbiased and not. But once you've learned something, if you want a course, I have a course. If you want one-on-one help for me to brainwash it into your head, then I can do it and sit down with you and do the video calls for 20 lessons of video calls, 20 hours of calls until I brainwash it into your head, and you get the course as well included for free. Like, I teach you this all there. And yeah, if once you actually do learn, regardless of if it's from me or someone else that's just as good, YouTube then becomes a free course. And this is why you'll start to realize, and this is why I do follow people that are wrong to prove that I'm right. So like, yeah, so I'll do my analysis, I'll come to my conclusion, then I'll go on Twitter, look at the people that disagree, that look at it another way, and then see who's right on this time. Will it be me or him? And you know, sometimes it'll be them, sometimes it'll be me. No one's 100% right. No one knows what is going on. We just have things to help us with that, like your fibs, like your EMAs. But still, just because I have fibs and EMAs and I know the patterns and I know all the rules for all of these analysis indicators or whatever, these technical these technical indicators, like, even though I know how to use them all like off by heart, and I don't even have to think about it twice, it doesn't mean I know the chart off by heart, you know. Oh, sorry, I know all the rules and the things like that, but what I'm trying to get at is that I don't know where it's going. I know, okay, I use the fibs, if it's breaking this, it should go to this, but I know that could get invalidated. So no one really knows where the chart is going. Even your influencers with 1 million followers, they know just as much as I do, or I probably know more than them, to be honest, guys, because I'm more unbiased. So I'll give you the truth rather than them wanting just one single thing and letting the emotions come in. I don't care. I'll just tell it to you straight, because I literally do not give a shit. I want the truth as much as you do, and if I'm lying to you, I'm lying to myself, and there's no point in that. So thank you for watching. Again, if you want the education, once you do that, once you complete it, everything on YouTube literally becomes a free course. You're going to be able to read through people as well, be able to see straight away, okay, this guy, even though he has 100k followers, knows absolutely fuck all. So yeah, that's all taught in my education. If you're interested, it's on my Twitter. My Twitter is in the link down below. I'm saying it like that because I constantly get people saying, where is your Twitter? Every video I say, it's in the link down below. It's in the link down below.